Hey gang, what's going on? We made it back. We had a little vacation this last week out to San Diego. It was awesome to get away. I think it was a little bit more of a draining experience than we're normally used to with kids. I think those parents out there, you know what I'm talking about as far as that goes, but it was awesome to get away nonetheless. Today we want to talk about something we kind of learned or kind of came across when we were out there. It comes from a man named Vaughn. All right, so today's discussion is his life lessons from Vaughn. So just kind of give you a little idea where this came from is Thursday we were out there. We got out there basically Wednesday late night. Thursday we're out. Needed to get in a little gymnastics training. Needed to find somewhere to do that. And we came across a park, which for those who are, if you're ever out in Mission Bay, go check out the park out there. It's actually a pretty cool little setup. We're driving by, came across this, and it had like monkey bars, a bunch of pull-up bars, some parallel bars, and it actually turned. We went there, did a little workout and everything, and it turned into a little scene of calisthenics that you'd see off of YouTube, guys doing flips and spins and muscle ups and all kinds of other stuff. So it was really cool kind of experience. After we did that, we decided to take the kids down by the water down there by the little bay, let them have some fun. And so when we were down there, it goes a little boardwalk that walks by there, and all of a sudden we turn around and see this older gentleman who has a walking cane, has everything else, steps up on top of the monkey bars, and all of a sudden we're watching him like, really, is he going to do this? He, gets his hands out, wires out, gets a little spit on them, rubs them together, and then ends up hanging up on the monkey bars. And so he's hanging up there, and all of a sudden starts kind of doing little semi pull-ups, and it wasn't like what we consider full range of motion or anything like that, but he's hanging there doing swings, doing holds there for about 20-30 seconds, and we're watching this thing and like we're looking at each other like, okay, get out your camera, we need to film this thing. And so he ends up stepping off of there, and he kind of shakes it out a little bit, and steps down from the little platform there, and then grabs his walking cane and starts just walking back on the little path there. And so we walked up to him, and I had to meet him. That was one of the cooler things I've seen in a long time, of this older gentleman just hop up there and swing around and play on some monkey bars. And so I go up, introduce myself. We both go up there and start talking to him, and just spark up a conversation. Which, for one, on there, you guys, talk to people, talk to those that are around you. Introduce yourselves. I think we get so landlocked and so fixated on our phones that having a conversation is actually a skill form anymore. So first off on that, you guys, talk, communicate, shake people's hands, interact with other people. So we start talking to the man, and his name is Vaughn. His name is Vaughn. I asked him was he a gymnast. He says, no, I just get out and I just play around. I did this when I was younger. I did this when I was a kid. You go out, you play around, you jump on things, you run, you're hanging from things, and this is what I've always done my whole life. And I was like, wow, that's fascinating. That's awesome. We get one thing that we're lucky enough to do every single day is be around a lot of adults and a lot of like-minded people that want to do that same and have that same kind of lifestyle of coming into the gym and basically playing around and hanging from monkey bar or hanging from pull-up bars and doing all kinds of things that we do when we're kids. And so as we're talking to him, it's like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? He's like, would you believe it or not, I'm coming up on 90 years old. That's right, 90. I think he said in May it comes out is his 90th birthday. And so as we're getting to talking to him, one of the things that was just absolutely fascinating was this man that is 90 years old, literally walking around, Mission Bay Park with a walking cane, hops up on these monkey bars and still plays. He still plays, still gets out there. He doesn't call it exercising. He doesn't call it training. He doesn't call it anything. He gets out and still just plays. He gets out there and still enjoys what he does every single day. And then getting to talk to him even further, one thing that he does, he's retired, but one thing that he does is he travels down to Mexico every week and works with underprivileged kids. He works with kids that are, abandoned or they're on drugs and all those kind of things. And he used to be a pastor, and so he works with the underprivileged a lot on that. And then one thing that he kind of really made sure that we understand that he does that for is to give back to others, and once again, with things that we've talked about before, is lifting others up. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that or a lot of people that are underprivileged, a lot of things that people aren't exposed to, a lot of people that kind of get shunned and pushed back in the corner, and it's really easy to turn your back on people. But on those same things, guys, it's better to lift people up and have a purpose for not only your own life, but also have a purpose for other people's lives as well. You know, I mean, he had a side that I know for myself. It was learning to appreciate not only your friends and family, but also appreciate the other people around you. You know, and that was one of the bigger things that I took away from that conversation, of this 5-minute little conversation we had with Vaughn, was not only look at life as fun and look at it as a playground of no matter what age you are, but also at the same time of interacting with other people and lifting people up and making the world a better place. You know, I think there's a lot of things that are going on in this world right now that have a lot of negativity to it, but there's a lot of other good things that are happening that don't really get a lot of credit for as well. So when you're out in the world today, gang, tomorrow, whatever they may be, look to lift each other up. All right, look to each other to pat each other on the back. Look at somebody else of how can you make an influence on their life that will enrich your own at the same time. And the other part of that, you guys, is no matter what age you are, no matter what you're dealing with in your lifetime, of what your goals may be, enjoy it. You know, enjoy it, have fun, look at life as a playground, and take every day as a good experience to make your life better, achieve your goals, lift other people up, but at the same time know that you got to put in the work at the same time. So those are things that I kind of learned from taking this little 5-minute conversation from this amazing man named Vaughn. Once again, 90 years old, still out doing amazing things, inspiring people just by being himself. So that's what we're working with today, you guys. Lessons from Vaughn. Hopefully we can apply that in your own life and keep this week rolling off the way we've been rolling. So have fun, you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye, gang.